Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals Zero to make the best game ever. Okay, so what do we do? Probably some more review? Let's see. What do we have here? Conquer Generals 0 hour. That's correct. Type def. Okay. Okay. User preferences, yeah. Option preferences, okay. So this one here looks good to me. It's basically moved there. This one is good. Okay. So this one. Okay, let's skip that for now. So here we have option preferences, yeah, there. Option. Okay, cool. Thing. I think this one is sorted incorrectly. It should be here. It is sorted incorrectly. Okay, why is this necessary here now? Game options menu. Game options menu. Option preferences. Okay. Okay. Option preference. Okay. Use system dear. Skirmish preferences. Is this a mistake? Is this needed for the code mistake? Option preferences should be option preferences. Okay. Okay. So far, so good. WOL game setup menu. Game setup menu. Why is this needed here? Okay. That's fair. Okay, fair enough. Quick match menu. Quick match menu. Okay. Okay. So this one removes all of this. And so let me do the following. Let's open WinMerge. Then let's search for options menu. Options menu. Okay, where do we find these? Options menu, option preferences. Where are they? There. Okay. So let's see if they're all the same. Looks like they are. Option preferences, is that one moved as well? Option preferences. Aha. This one should be moved to the new file as well. What about or not? Pref. Oh, maybe I'm mistaken. Options menu. Oh no, there's no header. Okay. Well then it's fine. Yeah. Pref. So, what does this guy refer to? It's something that exists inside options menu. Okay. Okay. Here. Okay. Then we can remove this comment again. Okay, then this one should be okay. What about the header? I think this one is fine. Layering violation. Core common layer cannot include game client layer headers. Why not? Define which the common layer should not depend on. Is that so? Yeah. Well, user preferences. Well, that one is also including game clients. It's already broken, so we can resolve this. That's fine. So I would like to see the user prefer. This one is already in core, right? Yeah, no, I think we're good. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah. So this one is okay. Here we're basically just adding the whole thing. Yeah. Yeah. It's not sorted. Options menu. Option preferences. And then it is removing all of these things. Yeah. Okay, I think overall looks pretty good. Maybe include can be omitted and fixing iterator type. What is skirmish preferences? Skirmish preferences. User user preferences. Yeah. I assume that if it changes this, include can be removed when fixing iterator type. Okay, good. I think we are almost there. Yeah. Say close. Almost there. Okay, resolve. Okay. Then let's see what's next in line. This does not look like a factor intended several times. It's intended as a more robust implementation of initializing, then inserting the first element onto the list. The retail version just appends the cell directly to the head of the list, but we found that we cannot use the above code to do this. The above code just mismatches immediately. So let's see the changes. Okay, so we have an m head, yeah. We have const functions, empty, reset. Okay, cool. Empty, const. Okay. Okay. I think it's mostly around setting the m up. Okay. Yeah. So this one is intended, yeah? Reset parent cell. Reset parent cell. It's intended as a more robust implementation of init than inserting the first element onto the list. I don't understand. The retail version just appends a cell directly to the head of the list. But we found that we cannot use the above code to do this while keeping it retail compatible. The cell directly to the head of the list. And that's a problem? Just mismatches immediately. Okay. It's intended as a more robust implementation of initializing when inserting the first element onto the list. So we reset open list. And then I don't understand. What does this do? Parent cell. If I reset, parent cell. Yeah. Oh, man. The more robust implementation of initializing, then inserting the first element onto the list. Oh boy. Oh boy. Where does the function start? Here, internal find path. I don't know if that's correct or not. It's really not obvious. Open list, reset. Okay. Open list dot reset. Open list dot reset. It's very different to what this does. This one will add the parent cell to this guy as a head. And this one will add this guy at press empty. I don't understand. What is happening when we pass a null pointer in there? So essentially, this guy is null now, right? List. So what happens? Okay, we go in here. List.ahead is this. Uh-huh. 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 Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. I will just take his word for it. Okay, I do not fully understand, but also cannot see fault with it. Okay. Okay, so as far as I can tell, it looks like C++ code. Yeah. So from that angle, it's probably good enough. Yeah. I think you should add a reset method. I renamed initialize to reset. Okay. Okay. So from my side, I think this is fine. Looks like C++ code. Okay. Okay. Let's take a look at this one again. Almost there. It was also a duplicate removed. Okay, great. So option preferences. Okay, this one looks good. Yeah, good. And skirmish preferences. Okay, then I think this one is fine. Looking good. Looking good. Okay, next. This one. Rebased and tweaked based on the merge. So, load screen removes single player load screen, video buffer, video stream. Okay, let me open load screen. Load screen.h. No. So that was video buffer, yeah. Video buffer. So it's single player load screen. Challenge load screen. There also is video buffer in challenge load screen. So load screen, it removes this and it removes that. Okay, it removes all of this. Okay. If not generals. Background win. What is the replacement for this? The intent here is to show the last frame of the video as a static image. Let the background image show through. What is the replacement for this? As I understand, this is necessary to show the moving pictures and texts during a general's videos. Campaign. Movie progress. Okay. Yeah. My expectation is that this breaks General's videos in its current form. General's campaign videos. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Get cleaned up in a subscript. Bigger factor. Okay. 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 Then okay. Okay, then okay, then let me merge. Well, he needs to replicate the generals. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at this one. This one is a task, okay. Preserve retail behavior. It is. On that note, game defines. So there's preserve retail behavior. So this one 0 0 0 0 0 0 game text substitutes. Yeah. Enable configurable shroud. Configurable shroud. 0 use buffered IO. Buffered IO, yeah. 0 prioritize texture space size. Maybe GUI hacks. Take computer identity and LAN lobby. Fdef. Yeah. Okay. The old message to extra complexities and it handling separately. So there will be another refactor. That is not great. Why? Can we preserve the original behavior? Okay, let me look at this one here. This will be wrong when HKey current user var is set to something and game is run with admin privileges and writing to will not update. What this is here? Platform mention interpretation. Okay. Macro redefinition. Oh, Jesus. So, so what did he do now? This will be wrong when HKey current user var is set to something and game is run with admin privilege and writing to HKey local machine. Let me see. So first set user and then set local machine. Current user, local machine. Okay. Prefer HKey CU for writes to match read priority. Okay. Get. Let's please see the whole file. So current user comes now always first, yeah. Okay, so first current user, then local machine. Does that make sense? Current user var is set to something and game is run with admin privileges. Writing to that, and then will not update current user and its value never changes. Yeah. Yeah, so first current user and then local machine. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yeah. I think it does, yeah. Local machine. What was the original issue again? Per user settings always should go into HKey current user. Flips both read and write priority to prefer this over that across all registry helpers. This prevents stale HKey CU values when the game is run with admin privileges. HKCU values when the game is run with admin privileges. Can fail to read from the correct location depending on process admin privileges. Reproducible with the HTTP proxy setting. When using the game once as admin, then the game will write a proxy key into that. Then when using the game without admin, the game will write a proxy key in there. But when reading it, we'll be able to. To read from the game will write a proxy key in there. But when reading, it will be able to read from local machine. So, oh man, why is this an issue again? Oh, I need to refresh my memory on this bullshit. So man, you looked at this thing like so many times already, and the review keeps dragging. So now I need to think about the same problem many, many times. Yeah, that's the issue. That's the issue when this is what happens when a code review is created and there are errors in there, and then it keeps on dragging. Then you need to revisit the same problem multiple times and put the same thing into your brain memory and understand the problem again. The easiest fix would have been to just do it myself. Yeah, put the fix once, done. Yeah. Right when I created this bug report, but I thought it was easier to just create the bug report first, but I think I was mistaken. Sometimes it's easier to just do it and don't explain it. Just do it correctly, done. Right? Yeah. Good. So let's try to understand this again. Get string from registry, can fail to read from correct registry location depending on process. So what was the issue? We are admin. We are admin and we write to this. We are admin and we read from this. Now we are not admin. When using the game once as admin, the game will write into this. Then when using the game without admin, the game will write a proxy key. Okay, right. So when writing, it will write in here, but it will always read from here. Right, because we are allowed to read these, but we're not allowed to write these. Yeah, unless we have admin. Right, so that's the issue. So what we need to do is we simply need to write this first, and this is a fallback, and then we need to read this first and read this as fallback if it doesn't exist. But it still has then the issue But I wonder if it's still wrong then, because if you, let's say we have written to both, to user and this guy. And then we read, we are admin. We are not we are admin. So we read, man, this is such a brain F. So we have both registry keys. Okay. Now we launch as admin. Okay, but the admin can also write to this guy, right? To current user. Then you can also read from this. Right. So this is only the fallback if we cannot. In what case is local machine used? I don't understand. Still preferring. In what scenario is now HK local machine useful? Wouldn't it always read and write? What scenario is now useful? Wouldn't it always read and write exclusively? To me, it looks like that this thing simply needs to be removed. That's it. Let's think about this again. Let me open the code, yeah? So, if we are admin, we write, as admin, we write to current user. Looking in this local machine, current user, local local machine. Current user. To me, it looks like that we simply always should use current user, and that's it. That's it. Right? Or am I mistaken? Yeah. Let's think about this again. If we are not admin, then we certainly want to read and write to this. If we are admin, then we also want to read and write to this, because if we haven't launched it as admin, then it will be written to this one. If we do launch it as admin, then we could read and write from this one, but then that won't be available to this guy. Yeah. If we flip these, if we first read and write from this, then this one will always succeed. It will never get here, right? This one will always succeed. Okay, so what I think we need to do, we go to main branch and we search for all of these in the current document, and there are only 3. And then we delete this and this and this, and I think that's a fix. Yeah, I think that's a fix. Is that fair? So let's compile this. There. By the way, this was 0 hour or generals? Core, okay. Do we use this anywhere else in the code base? We do. We do. So he is touching www download Vegas. What? Files changed. Right, there are multiples, yeah. Vegas, okay. So we have, yeah. So we have this one as well. This one. This one. And this one, okay. And then we have local exists, local machine. Oof. Class. Direct delete key. Actually, it's probably not correct to delete these. It's probably not correct. No, I think we will break things if we do that. Reading still needs to be preserved. Let me reset whatever we just did. No. So reading, we do need to do from this, yeah. Okay, reading. Okay. Reading is fair. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, then rect delete key registry. Okay. Mm-hmm. Get string from registry. So I think reading needs to read from local user and then from local machine, a current user and then local machine, and writing we only write to current user. I think that's a correct pattern. In what scenario? In what scenario is this? In what scenario is this possible to hit? What scenario is this code possible? Mm-hmm. If code now, if this now always writes to that, then fallback can be removed from writes. What scenario is this code possible to hit? Yeah, so my suspicion is that this code will never hit. Yeah. So the only thing we do, we write to current user and that's it. But we do the reads from current user and then from local machine as fallback. Yeah. I think that's the correct way. Okay. So I will comment this now. Yeah. There we go. Good. Got that settled. Okay. Good. What else do we have? Looks good. I see that we don't have to, but could initialize in the constructor. So because I probably only need it for VC6, if anything. That's right. To do. Replicate to generals. What is it saying about this? Let me see. It is a bit set, so bit flags. I think bitset is auto initialized to 0. Right. SD bitset initialization. Bitset default constructor constructs a bitset with all bits set to 0. Yeah. In the constructor. What is this? Type name first, seen using class, now seen using struct. Oh, right. Save all. Reset. Reset. Battle plan bonuses. Right, so this one is a struct. Okay. Okay. Say fix compile warning. Fix compiler warning. Okay. Yeah, these are default constructed already anyway. What is this saying about static casts? This one is necessary. Yeah. Data. This one is also. This one is also necessary. Let me see, are there more of these? Bonus, void bonus, bonus. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Bonus. Bonus. Oh, this one could be wrong. Mm. Static cast. Battle plan bonuses. I think it's necessary. I'm not sure. Mm. Oh. It doesn't. Oh, we are in generals right now. Oh, god damn it. Okay, so here. Okay, so this one is fine. Yeah, bonus. This one is fine. We don't actually need to cast this. It will implicitly cast. Or does it not? Oh, it does not because it's const. Iterate objects. Iterate objects. Const cast. I think we do that. Const cast. I think this cast is necessary. Yeah, we cannot part what because it could have an offset, right? Like because it uses inheritance, so this one could have an offset. So I think we do need to static cast it, right? Yeah, I think so. We can also do a static cast here. Okay. Const cast. Yeah. So I think this is correct now. Improve casting. Mhm. Okay, so quote reply. So the kind ofs are default initialized to 0, so no problem. Static casts are required. Because inherited because inherited classes have offsets. Not necessarily the first one. Let's say can have offsets. We explicitly communicated on cast to void. And then yes, will be replicated to generals after proof. Okay. Okay. So greptile is happy, yeah? Set a cast. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Okay, let's look at this one again. Better preserve the original. I need to look at this a bit more. Okay. That needs handling on its own for now. It uses a separate video player handling object. And it's not just a single video being played. Okay. Okay, what's the time? 1 hour. Okay, 30. Yes, this is already violated by a code. Reptile just making up shit. It should exactly say what 0 hour said for 100% clean move. Clean move from 0 hour to core. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I would like to make another pass on the intro, new intro. So what did we do here? Unicode strings. Okay. Okay. Delete intro. Okay, let's do a rebase. And conflict. Oh boy. Okay. What is it? Aha. Okay, intro. Aha. Keyboard, okay. There we go. Mouse and keyboard. Input intro, yeah. Okay. Same here. Okay. Okay. Done. Next. Okay, fantastic. Then let's compile first. Oh, there's an infinite amount of work here. My gosh, it just never ends. It just never ends. God damn it. Yeah. Mhm. Oh man, we will be fixing in 10 years still. 2036. I would still sit here and compile the same thing. Oh. Oh. Man, why is there so much junk in this game? Oh, man. Hmm. 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 Okay. All plans. 1 million. Good. Let's open intro. .cpp. Okay, it can't find it. Why not? Oh, that is good. So, 2000 XP. Okay. So we have screen height factor. Yeah. Okay. Credits, free text. Okay. So what did I say about this change that we wanted to? I didn't want to click there, but the problem is this GitHub, it loads so slow, these widgets, that you make a click in some form and then it pops up afterwards. It doesn't know it needs to reserve this space, and so it pushes a layout of the whole page in different ways. It's stupid. Yeah. Okay, so split data off of this net packet. Here regarding this one, Lemon, can you please organize testing for? Let me put this here into testing. Where's it? Test QA testers here. Good. Then let's go to here. So this one here, I would like to revisit. So what do we have? Yeah, okay, there's a merge conflict. So it seems a bit small, right? The texts. So I'll probably make it a bit larger. And then maybe, so I wonder if we should maybe remove this icon. Just the text, no icons. That'd be fair. Journal hacker image. If const expr false. Okay, so then let's do, how large should we do it? Let's do maybe 20 and 40. 20, 40, 20. How does that look? Let's increase the time again so we can look at it for longer. It now always builds it twice. Oof, well, that's quite large. Okay. I also would say we don't scale this. We don't scale it with these functions here, but we actually scale it with, so this is classic. We scale it with classic, no ceiling, get width. Font size, real to int floor, just factor, real to int floor. Ugh. Classic, no ceiling. Classic, strict. Classic. Strict. I think we want strict scaling for the intro. So let me do we need a refactor. Why is this down here? No, why are the why is this so wild here? What is this? Why do we have a string list? Oh my goodness. String list IT. So okay, at first I would like get rid of this shit here. That's stupid. Like, we can just do it like this. Done. Good. Then we can get rid of this guy. Okay. Then here we do this and we do that. Then we do this. Then we take this guy and we move it to the very tippy top. Yeah. Actually, let's move it here. There we go. Then this one we move down here. Yeah. And then we move these functions up here to the other ones. Boom. Look, so much cleaner now. And these ones are all public for some reason. So let's make this explicit, public. Everything's public here. Okay, and then we add a new static function. Static real. Static. Get font size. Scalar. Get font size scalar. Okay. Okay, and then we take this guy and we put it here. Font size, adjust scale. Okay, I think that's a good name. Okay. Maybe we say font size, resolution scale, fonts, get font resolution scale. That sounds good. Okay. Okay, and then here. The function is called our cache adjust factor. So first we make a copy of all of these. We drop that in here. And oof, classic it was. Then just factor. Okay, so the first thing we need to pass is the method. Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. But then, what do we do here with this guy? Return adjust factor. Okay. Okay, but here we have some weird ass scalar. Get font resolution scale. Let's rename this again to get resolution fonts size scale. Man, everything is slow right now. Is this in 0 hour, by the way? Yeah. Oh no, we touched generals. Oh, we touched generals. Ugh. Ugh. Classic mistake. RTS. Build generals. Let's kick that out. It happens all the time. All the time. Touching the wrong game. No. Okay. By the way, before we refactor this, maybe we should unify this first. Yeah. Let me do a stash of this shit. Stash. Okay. Let's do here global language, right? What was the name of it? Yeah, global language. Language. There we go. So, global language. There are mismatches. Military caption delay. Okay. We take that, and that's it. Okay, fantastic. And here as well. Caption delay. MS 750. Okay, that's it. That's not much. Global language. Can we maybe merge something else nearby? Game client. Let's see if there's something related to that. So it's in game client. Includes game client. Global language. Yeah. Maybe we can also get game text. Let's see how much is there. Okay. Okay, that's not much. Okay. That was simple enough. Include game text. Okay, so game text we can also do then. What else? Let me take some notes. Notepad. So global language, game text. What else can we take? Eva. Well, there's a bit more to it. Yeah, no, I'm not taking that. Selection info. It's point selection. Drawable list to fill. This was not replicated in generals. Okay. In retail. Allows the player to select stealthed objects. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, take that. This point selection. Drawable list to fill. False. What is this? Okay. I don't know what's going on here. Ah, I see it now. So first it's set to null PTR and then it's set to false. Okay, right. That doesn't make much sense. Yeah. So here it looks like just the order changed for some reason. I don't understand why that is. I think this order makes more sense here. Oh, whoops. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So this one is identical now. Fantastic. Then let's do here selection info. Selection info. Okay. It's point selection. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what did we merge now? Global language, selection info. So that one gets this change here. Is point selection. If not, is point selection. In objects. Mm-hmm. I think we need to get the related code as well. This one. Message stream, selection xlot. Selection xlot, where is it? Yeah. I'm a bit worried. There could be a lot of differences here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, we need this. Okay, that's fair enough. Okay, now actually I think we need to get generals back. Cool. So we want to get a global language into core, plus a few others. Okay, so the only thing I'm worried about is this one here. It's not selectable. He's not selectable, but he's contained. Get contain draw. Contain draw, add drawable to list. If not, is selectable. If not, RTS generals. Not RTS generals. Objects such as passengers. Objects such as passengers are included when drag selected, which causes enemy selection logic to exit early. Why is this add not generals? There probably is a reason for this. If not RTS generals, why is that? Not RTS generals. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here with this one. What was the goal here? If not is point selection. If preserve retail behavior, retail hidden objects, track select. Why is this not relevant for generals? causes enemy selection logic to exit early. Only one enemy unit can be selected at a time. Some players exploit this bug to determine if a transport contains passengers. Hidden objects included here when drag selected. It's because of this here, right? Right. He's not selectable, but he's contained. Just choose. Drop it to list. Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. RTS generals. Yeah, so there's the question. Does this need to be in generals or not? This here. Or should it be removed? Preserve retail behavior. Okay. Probably not. If this is there specifically, then I think this is meant to be like that, yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's leave it. I think that's correct. Yeah. Okay. Then let's go to main branch. Let's create a new branch. Unify global language. Unify client, okay, clients, merge global language, selection info, and game text. Okay. Okay, the next step, we, what's the time? 2 hours. Maybe I take a break here. Yeah. Let's continue this next session. So then we move a bunch of files to core, make a pull out of this. Then we make a follow-up change where we do some changes in well, let's do it now. Come on. Let's do it now. Yeah. So, game client. Game client. So, let's see. What can we merge? So we can merge a whole bunch of things. Client instance. Okay. Okay, so client instance. Okay. Number one. Color. Yeah. Color. Then credits. Yeah. Okay. Then display string manager. Yeah. What about display string? Oh, that one looks easy. Okay. Let's take that as well. Display string. Display string. Game text. Okay, where are we? I lost track. Right here, credits. So, credits. Let's go back here. So, display string, yeah. Okay. Then display string manager. Then do display string manager, yeah. The next is draw group info. Draw group info. Okay. Draw group info. Draw group info. Okay. Then fx list. Yeah. Then game client dispatch. Game client. Huh, where's the header? Maybe there's no header. Game client dispatch. Okay, there's only a CPP. What is in there? Oh, almost nothing. Okay, that's good. Let's leave it here for now. So game text. Yeah. Game text. Okay. Global language. Okay, next. Graph draw. Graph draw, okay. Graph draw. Okay, next. Language filter. Language filter, okay. Language filter. Line 2D, yep. Radius decal. Okay. Radius decal. Okay. And then selection info. Yeah. And then statistics. Statistics. Okay. Okay, I think that's good enough for this batch. Okay, so here we have. It's strange that it doesn't show us how many columns we have selected. We have to manually count. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's 5, 5, 4. One is missing. 5, 5. One is missing. Client instance, color, credits. Language filter is missing. Aha. Okay. Great. Then that shall work. Let's run this. By the way, let's compile it first, though. Very good. Okay, so that compiles. Now we just use hanging, of course. What? Hello? Good, then let's run this one here. Did it run or no? Still running. Wow. Very fast. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this one is moved from generals. Okay, but that's fine. Okay, fair enough. Maybe how about we do the following? Let's reset all of this again. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's open client instance. Client instance generals, and then here we remove base type. Well, layer generals TM, yeah. So let's remove this here, and then this here. Okay, and then we run this one again. Okay, now we should have a cleaner move. Stage. Yeah, so now it's moved from 0 hour to core instead of generals. Fantastic. Okay. Okay, let's see if it compiles. So, then this will be unify client. Move several game client files to core. Okay, so the only tricky part about it is this one here, where it now gets, so it doesn't get this one is compiled out, yeah, but this one will be in there. Yeah. So this one is compiled. Okay, fantastic. Then let's push it. So unify clients, merge and move, merge, display, string, game text, global language, selection info, code, and move game, move several game client files to core. Merge with rebase, to do, replicate in generals, to do, just change merges, code off, merges code off, this one, game text, that, and then moves a few, how many were these? 15, right? Yeah, and then moves 15 game client files to core, matching, 15 matching. replicating generals. Now add pull ID to commits. Unify gen so generals gets what does it get? Military caption delay MS option. Military caption delay option. Fields in global language for global language. It doesn't get much really. And then this selection info. Contain just say some container, some contained he's contained. Some contained selection change in selection info. Okay. By the way, I did previously merge some before, and we're almost identical already. Do we know what changed again? Nothing, right? Yeah, I think nothing really changed here. And here, generals also had no behavior change here. Yeah. Yeah, so this is. Okay, then next session based off this one, I will create a new change for global data. Yeah, good. I think I will take a break here. Yeah. I wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.